What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your dude for Green Thumb 67, and I am back here with another garden update. I'm just going to show y'all what I'm doing in these in-ground beds. Excuse me. I'm actually winterizing these mounds, is what we're going to be growing food on, and then these aisles, the little lanes that we walk down. So over here, as you can see, we still got some tomatoes and some eggplants growing over here. And then you see some eggplant back there. I mean, eggplant, the egghead, But these aisles, I made these aisles, and you can see this middle one is in construction. So, what did I do? Let me tell you. So, initially, I started with laying down cardboard. Now, see cardboard right there. So lay down the cardboard first. And I use the cardboard for both, one, weed suppression, and two, compost. Weed suppression, the cardboard lays down on the ground. It covers the ground. It prevents any sunlight getting to anything up under it. Hence, any weeds under the cardboard will die. Composting, when the cardboard breaks down, as the dirt is on top of it and everything starts decomposing and the cardboard starts breaking down, it itself becomes compost, and it's very beneficial to the microbial life in the soil, and that initially helps the plant's roots, that helps the plant grow. So I lay down the cardboard, and then I wet that down completely. I completely wet it down, and then after that, the next step is putting down some wood. As you can see, I got these wood pieces, like the firewood. It's been dried, and it's all basically ready to go. You got to have some dry wood for this. Then the next layer is I lay wood straight down the middle of the mound. So we got wood straight down the middle of the mound. Now, what that is called in German is called hugelkultur. Now, what that is just basically the people of the mound. That's what it translates to. And when you use wood in your mound, what happens is the wood, one, decomposes, and during decomposition, it becomes very spongy. And that spongy wood becomes very porous, and it collects a lot of water, rainwater, all the water. It collects a lot of water, and it holds it. So when we're dealing with a drought or whatever, that mound itself becomes a self-watering mound, because now the water from the wood that it was holding is now released into the mound, where the plants and everything can be replenished with moisture and water. Another thing is when the wood also decomposes, it also, while it's becoming spongy and everything, it becomes humus. Now, not hummus, which you'll be eating with your crackers and pita bread, but humus. Humus is a real essential part of soil production. So that's like first steps of soil production. So it becomes humus, and that helps the soil and the microbial life. It's all about the bugs, and it's all about the pathogens and the different microbes and everything in the soil that helps your plants grow. You have healthy soil, you're definitely going to have healthy food. So I wet down that layer of the wood that's on top of the cardboard. So wood and cardboard. The next layer is I get a bunch of old leaves. We got bags of leaves that we rake up our leaves and put them in bags so we can use them later. So I use those leaves for, one, to have actual structure of the mound, so I can structure the mound, and then two, the leaves also start decomposing. A lot of the leaves already started decomposing, got a lot of microbial life already happening in there, and that also helps with the soil and its life. So the leaves go down, wet that layer. So now I got leaves on top of wood, on top of cardboard. Every layer has been wet down so far. The next layer that goes on top of the leaves is now soil and compost. So I take the soil and the compost, got bags of that, put that on top, and then form the whole mound. As you can see, the mound is formed. And then I wet that whole thing down. And then the last thing I do is I cap it with wood chips. And then the wood chips itself will start decomposing. And when they decompose, they add to the soil life and everything. So, when this row right here is gone, I'll be doing that mound in that aisle. But we got this mound. We have this aisle I did this aisle with cardboard. And then I did this aisle with this landscaping fabric that you could see right here. Same premise, the landscaping fabric. Only thing that it doesn't do is decompose. So with the cardboard in the aisles, that'll decompose, help the soil, but might have to start weeding that aisle a little bit after the fact in a few years. These two, they're not, and going forth, is not going to be needing weeding in the aisles, because with this landscaping fabric, it just kills everything that is below it. So as you can see, in the process of getting these wood chips on, and then after I get the wood chips on and cut the rest of this fabric out, then I would start doing that next mound. Start getting that mound together with adding the cardboard down. So that's what's going on, what we got going on. I'm winterizing this part of the farm right now. Still got a lot to do, but it's happening. You see over here, we're gonna do these four rows and whatnot. Once these tomatoes come out, we're gonna work on those. It's like Roma tomatoes. And over here we got peppers, a whole bunch of callaloo, and some peppers over here. Still more callaloo over here as far as the eye can see. And then over here we got some melons. This is a melon over here. I think it's like a cantaloupe or something. But you see this melon. And then we got our kale. And then behind that is our herbs. We have sage, mint, stinging nettles for the stinging nettles as far as for medicinal use. Now back here we happen to have some lemongrass. We got lemongrass and some pigeon peas. So that's growing in the back here. We could do a little trip and check out the green star garden today also. As we can see, we got a lot of growth happening over here. So this is our squash. You see these squash flowers. This is probably gonna be oh shit, drop my thing. Oh man, that's fucked up. I gotta come back for that. But yeah, got a lot of things growing over here. Marigolds, they look like they're gonna come. Our Swiss chards, butter crunch lettuce, red leaf lettuce, coming over here. We have our bunching, our onions, green onions. This tomatoes, I'm gonna have to get the tomatoes out there to a top piece so we can get that growing real good, real nice. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. And then we're gonna take a look over here with the green stalk. And as you can see, the green stalk is looking lovely too. Got these small little zucchinis growing. They're looking awesome. The big zucchini, that's doing its thing. That basil is looking beautiful. These beans is coming in awesome. Just growing. Got life happening out here. Up in this box over here, we got sage, some more tomatoes, another melon plant. That's watermelon, but nothing's growing in it. And then over here, we have some different types of lettuces germinating. We got some Malabar spinach over here. We got some tomatoes on the other side and some peppers. See these tomatoes. Some peppers in here. So we got some peppers. Some more tomatoes. Some little jalapenos. So yeah, man, we got a lot of nice little things going on out here at the farm. So, I appreciate y'all watching. I thank y'all, and thank you for being who you are and doing what you do for you and yours. Peace.